All right, so today's shoots, we're heading over to Pearl Kitchen. So they're one of my retainer clients. They own two. I'm actually just driving past the first one right there. So they own two restaurants here in the Mount. One is Tay Street Kitchen, where I go quite often for my coffees, and the other is Pearl Kitchen, which is more of a dinner restaurant.
In 1 kilometre, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Ocean Beach Road.
Thank you. Yeah, so just heading there, Pearl Kitchen. I'm trying to get in the habit, for these retainer clients, trying to get in the habit of lining up more shoots each time, because I'm finding I'm doing lots of little shoots for my clients when we could just lump them in, do them less often, but do more in each session, and it makes more sense for both for me and for them. So today we've got probably more like 2.5, 3 hours shoot where we're going to do a bunch of stuff, and it's kind of just like half day rate, get it all done, rather than coming in for an hour at a time. It's just a bit pointless. So I'll bring you guys along with me. It's just a few interviews with the staff, some b-roll of the food, and
at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Ocean Beach Road.
There you go. If you guys wanted to know how to get there, follow along. Yeah, anyway, enough yarning. I will pick up the phone when I get there. So yeah, as I was saying, this year is really about trying to condense down my retainer clients, because I feel I'm doing a lot of shoots. So I'd like to get my monthly shoot rate down in terms of volume, because my time is fully tapped out at the moment. So I need to try and get some of my time back to then either have more time to just chill or reinvest it into bigger and better projects. So that's kind of the goal in the next few months, is to try and talk to my retainer clients and get everyone on board with doing a single day shoot rather than multiple days and just cramming it all into one. But I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. But this one was just super easy, shooting some interviews. So just some interviews with the staff members. Pretty simple setup. I just had a single camera on sticks. I didn't want to go too crazy because it was during open hours. So there's people there dining in, eating, coming in just to chill. So if I start setting up too much of a set, it would scare them off. They were already pretty scared by the camera. So I just used a single camera on sticks, used the sun through that umbrella as a key light, and I think it turned out pretty good. I can throw some footage up now of the final result, which for no lighting, I was pretty stoked with the result. So let me know what you guys think of that, and maybe how you would have positioned the camera. I originally was going to face it back into the restaurant, but last minute decided against that and changed to this spot.
2, 3, and...
And then we moved on to shooting the B-roll. So you just saw a little snippet there of getting the bacon out of the oven. And then Nigel here is going to cut it. So we're just going to get some slow motion, just 100 frames close up of the bacon getting cut. This is actually an ongoing video showing the full process of the bacon. But obviously it's spent across multiple shoots, with them first getting it out of the fridge, and then it goes into the smoker, and then a few weeks later out of the smoker, and then this was cutting it. So this one did take a while to get done, but this was the final process, and good to have it done. But yeah, for this one I was just rocking the 24-70. And you can see that little filter there. That was my polarizer, because there was a lot of shiny objects going on. We've got all the stainless steel. So I put on my polarizer to get rid of the reflections. I didn't completely get rid of them because it was pretty gnarly in there, but it was a lot better than without it. So definitely recommend a CPL if you are shooting on any sort of stainless steel objects.
Alright, so just leaving Pearl Kitchen now. Hopefully some B-roll is playing up top of this, because I took a bunch while I was there. So we ended up doing some interviews, just some simple, no lights, just outdoors underneath a umbrella. So it was still quite nicely diffused there. Didn't really need to use much. Shot 4 interviews with the staff. God, this is on the piss. Yeah, shot 4 interviews. Then we filmed the full process of a pizza being made from start to finish, and then I just got some general B-roll of beers being poured and things being chopped and whatnot, just so we have a bit of a backlog and like a collection of B-roll down the line. If I ever need something, I can just grab it and throw it into videos. So all in all, pretty easy shoot. The whole staff wasn't there, obviously, but they will be on Sunday. So the ones that were working today won't be there. So I'm going to go back Sunday and shoot the last of the interviews and hopefully get a bit more B-roll, but it's mainly the interviews that I'm going back for. And perks of shooting restaurants is you get free stuff. So left with a nice pizza for my dinner and a nice little Coke. So thank you, Pearl Kitchen, for that one. Just heading home now. So that was actually the only shoot I had for the day today. So a pretty chill day, but I got a bunch of admin done, a bunch of editing done today. So even when I'm not shooting, it never really stops. We're still moving. So yeah, head home now and gear up for the summer throwdown. So shooting the summer throwdown tomorrow, which is it's a fitness competition on the beach. Full day gig for me. So I'll be shooting from about 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And I'm actually one of the organizers too. So I'm one of the founders of the summer throwdown. So I'm just going to be running the media team and shooting. So I'll be on the tools all day. So tonight we're just going to load up the trucks, because I live quite close to where it's been held. So we'll load up the trucks with all the generators and the chairs and bloody you name it, we've got it. We've got Red Bull on board. So Red Bull are one of our major sponsors, so they'll be there setting up in the morning with all their flags and umbrellas, setting up the Red Bull hangout zone, big archways. So that's going to be pretty cool to have Red Bull there involved. My dream is to still shoot for Red Bull one day. Hasn't happened yet, but that's my, in terms of shooting bucket list, it's pretty high up there, is to shoot for Red Bull. Does this count for shooting for Red Bull? One may argue, but I don't think it does. But yeah, all in all, pretty chill day. I've been noticing lately a lot of my time being used up on the editing side of things. Now I do enjoy it in some ways because I get to be in charge of the full process, so I get to shoot it. I know what the end result's going to be because I'm shooting it, and then when I'm editing, I know what the footage was used for, and the end result is a smooth pathway. I don't know what else you'd say. It's just easy if I'm shooting and editing the stuff. But I feel like half my week is just editing, and my time would be better spent shooting than doing the editing, and B, I enjoy the shooting more. So if I can find a way to do more shooting and less editing, A, it would bring more income, and B, I would be happier doing that as well. But it's just finding someone to do the editing. It's quite tough here in New Zealand, or maybe it's just the amount I could outsource to overseas, I guess, maybe, but I don't know. People, from what I've been looking around at, they're either already employed, so they're a full-time editor, already employed by like another production agency, so they're either fully booked or they can't actually do their own freelance stuff on the side, or there's someone like me who does shooting and the editing, and they're already too busy to even do other people's editing as well. It's really hard to find a freelance editor who can just take on projects when you give it to them. So I'm keeping an eye out. If anyone knows of anyone who wants to do some editing work, please let me know, because I am after a photo and video editor.